Kenseth qualifies third. The rest of the field usually should look out. When I talked to Jimmy Finning this morning, he said, not so much. He said, honestly, I think we have a top 5 car. They made several changes to the 17 car this morning. He said, the one thing we need, sunshine and a hot racetrack. That's when our car will be best.
Green flag in the air. We are racing at Michigan. Doesn't take him long to get 3 wide here. Kurt Busch in front of David Ruderman, and he grabs the top spot. Jimmy Johnson, caution on the track. First caution of the day coming out at lap 7, and it's for the 5-time champion, Jimmy Johnson.
He's up there in the middle, and he's probably just going to lose the air because he's got somebody kind of behind him on his left rear. That's just a classic example of taking the air off the rear of the car and spoiler. He just lost grip in the rear there.
Kyle Busch, the race leader, only a half a second in front of Matt Kenseth. Matt Kenseth pulls off the banking and makes a green flag pit stop. It comes at lap 154. Greg Biffle right behind him. Go with the 17, Marty.
Adam stopping here. They cannot make it on one stop. Several teams think they can make it on one more stop, but clearly Matt Kenseth very fast. Feels like he gives up too much at the beginning of a run. Half pound of both front tires.
Casey Kane trying to limp his way into his pit stall. Crew right there. Gas can goes in. Casey was asking for a few chassis adjustments to the car, but the big thing is going to be the fuel right now. Can they get enough in? They got it right there. They got the little can of bean right there, trying to get some fuel, more fuel into the car. They've got it also up in the front in case it stalls on him. Waiting to see. Down he goes. Will it leave on his own power? They're going to have problems with this car stalling.
You see that?
Oh, this is a long stop. Yeah, brutally long stop.
When you run out like that, you're toast because you can't get these things running again.
Yeah, and this is a little squirt bottle full of fuel. What they do, they bleed this back down and it fills up the bowls of the carburetor. When this thing runs out of gas completely, it runs the carburetor out of gas. There is no fuel in it.
Put it in gear, rocket back and forth on the starter.
Look at this. The clock
now the starter won't work.
Turn it over now.
There.
Yeah, finally. But even when you start it, it'll die. Then you got to restart. Then you got air in the line.
Because the carburetor's full of fuel, the line's empty of fuel, and the tank's full of fuel. So you'll get.
Vickers way up in the RPMs right now, trying to keep this thing revved up. Left side tire's gone. He's going to heat the hides when he leaves here for sure. There it goes as a caution comes out.
And it's for Juan Pablo Montoya, who appeared to be coming down pit road, couldn't get it woe down, and hit the infield grass. Caution number 4 today.
Wow. Yep. We saw that the other day in practice when the 6 car, David Reagan, run up on the 31 car. The 31 car got real loose and checked up right in about the same place, and the closure rate was so great. I'm not sure.
He's slowing down almost like he's out of gas.
Out of gas. It's almost like Montoya ran out of gas.
Put a cap on this. He definitely ran out of fuel, and that's what caused that, because they had to push him into his pit stall.
And it
see
appears
the guy, leaning over with the bottle there.
Paul Menard, Carl Edwards, Kyle Busch, Tony Stewart make up the front 3 rows as we put the green flag in the air and settle it at Michigan.
Kenseth spun the tires big time, which is going to cost him maybe a little bit here. Hamlin's in a good spot up on the outside.
They fan out 3 wide into the corner. That's Carl Edwards going low.
Here comes Kyle, and the 18 car, he will do that. He will make something happen.
Carl really pushed the 18 or the 17 down in the first corner, but then he got a car up under him, which hurt, or on the outside of him, which hurt.
Kyle Busch dominated the middle stages of this race.
Wow, Carl really drove down in there, and then his car took a big push. But Menard is up on the high side. He's in a good spot right there.
And all that racing good for Denny Hamlin, who has the race lead with 4 laps to go. You see the top 5 with 2.5 laps remaining here at Michigan. Problems for Regan Smith, and worked his way into the top 10 after all those issues early in the race.
He's got a flat tire. You hear him on the radio. And he had come back from all but being a car length from being a lap down to be in the top 10.
And Matt gonna have to try to go way up high, maybe, and try to make that high line work.
Matt gets that good run through 1 and 2, but Denny and he are kind of a little bit equal through 3 and 4.
Regan Smith did get back around and make a pit stop. White flag is out. Denny Hamlin leading.
And it's these two guys right now. Because Kyle is far enough back, he's not going to be a factor.
Well, he's going to take a look on the outside. Yeah, slipped up a little bit. Had to take the shot, though. He made a run at it.
He rode in on him, and right when he gets to him, you just lose that nose a little bit.
Matt Kenseth going to have one more try as they go into turn 3. This time he's going to go low. Hamlin washes up the racetrack. Here comes Matt Kenseth to the inside. He cannot make it stick.
Oh,
Kenseth sideways, and here comes Denny Hamlin with his first win of 2011 in Michigan.
Great job by Mike Ford and Denny Hamlin, those guys, to put themselves in position to take advantage of the clean air.
You're not dealing with AT&T.
The last pit stop for the 33 had scuffed tires on. This will be sticker tires going on for Cale Gale. Harvick telling him you'll be able to arc this car a lot harder. 58 goes by him, 33 there. So it looks like Hockenbach will get the position over the 33 of Cale Gale.
See Ty Dillon's pit work continuing there. He's in the first pit stall. The white and blue number 41. He is able to come out in the 3rd spot.
Guys, it is so fun being down here listening to the radio for these guys because Harvick has been giving him instructions all through the deal. And just a moment ago he said, am I talking too much? Cale said, no, keep it coming, baby. And Harvick said, arc it in hard, go to that high side, keep it up to the wall, and we're going to win it.
Battle for the 3rd spot. Ty Dillon in the 41 to the inside of Hockenbach. Cale Gale out in front by 3.4 seconds over second. And by the way, that now is Ty Dillon.
That's a battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th right there. How about Max Gresham go all the way to the top?
I'll tell you, that Gresham car, he was fast. I thought he was a guy that might be able to steal a win today, but they had trouble in the pits again today and got him behind.
Max Gresham tucks in behind that 31 as those stay 3 wide for position on the racetrack. Speeds at the line as they cross. With just 10 laps of racing to go, who is the fastest? Max Gresham is the fastest on the racetrack.
Over 1 mile an hour. Max Gresham is coming now. He's being shown 5 seconds behind. That's the gap between 2nd and 3rd right there.
A little bobble by Ty Dillon. That will enable Max Gresham to close the gap between 2nd and 3rd. Out in front, though, a big lead, 4.6 seconds. Cale Gale in front of Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon on the high side. Max Gresham's going to take the spot away on the low side. Dillon's going to battle back on the outside, though.
I think that 25 car is so fast right now, but Ty has the momentum on the high side. Just really tough to get the bite down there on the bottom to complete the pass.
Inside of 10 laps of racing to go. Ty Dillon trying to hold on to that 2nd spot. Gresham trying to take it away.
Rick, remember, this is the first time Max Gresham has ever been on a racetrack like this. He does get that 2nd spot. He clears Ty Dillon.
Cale Gale out of turn number 4 as he goes across the stripe. Again, a 5-second lead over Max Gresham. Gresham crosses the stripe. He is quicker than Cale Gale. He's still the quickest car on the racetrack.
That was almost 2 miles an hour that time for Max Gresham. If he can clip off another 4 or 5 tenths of a second each lap, he may get there.
We have 7 laps of racing to go. Again, 4.5 seconds separate our leader and 2nd place. A big gap between 1 and 2. Cale Gale trying to hold on.
And we don't know if there was some debris on the racetrack right there. Here's our leader, Cale Gale. He may have backed off knowing that he has over a 4-second lead.
5 laps to go. Cale Gale crosses the stripe.
Trouble! Cale Gale's in the wall.
Cale Gale, your race leader, into the wall. Caution has not come out yet. Now the caution comes out, and out in front is Max Gresham. Cale Gale into the wall while he was your race leader. It looks like a right front tire problem for this car.
I think he realizes something's wrong here. You saw a little bit of debris, and then the tire goes. He doesn't make real hard contact with the outside wall, but it's enough to take him out of contention for this win.
After a dominant performance, Cale Gale had led 72 laps of the 95 completed. The crew sees it and reacts.
Yeah.
Out in front of the field, Max Gresham, Ty Dillon. Tim George Jr., Chad Hockenbraugh, and Chris Buescher has made his way back up into the top 5.
And remember, single file restart here in the ARCA Racing Series.
Green flag back in the air for Max Gresham.
Ty Dillon has a run.
Here comes Dillon to the inside right after they cross the stripe. Dillon takes the top spot away. What a great restart by Ty Dillon.
He was on the gas. He just has to keep that 25 behind him. That's the line Ty's been able to use. Lock that thing in.
The bottom of the racetrack. Ty Dillon goes, coming out of turn number 2, then back up to the wall. Behind him, tires shredding, and it looks as though the 32 of Matt Merrill is going to have problems. Into the wall he goes.
We're still green. I think that's at the back of the pack. Nobody has to negotiate by.
The field made it past. Now a battle for the lead. Here comes Gresham, trying to take the top spot away. Dillon blocks him up high. Down low goes Gresham. Dillon holds on for the win.
Win number 4 for Ty Dillon, and he did it on the restart. He was able to get by Max Gresham and gets win number 4 here for 2011.
Take this man to the cooler.